Hello everybody. Today we are going to go through the vision program of mode 2614, which runs at machine 29. And this program takes 4 camera pictures. This is picture number 1. We can see this is the part, and here is the region to be inspected. We can see that the part is pretty white. Sometimes some slight shadow is okay, but if it is too dark, you might want to adjust the exposure in here. First of all, let's take a look at the pattern. So here's the pattern chain region and the chain pattern. Pattern search region need to cover the pattern sufficiently. Now let's take a look at the locating method. So the first edge locating method is placed like this. So it tries to find the edge in this direction from white to black. This search region can be adjusted according to the actual situation. Sometimes you have some kind of interference in certain region, then you want to avoid that. For instance, this one I can move it up or move it down, and we should expect the same result. And now after the first edge search, now we place the second edge search here, and the third one here. Finally, the fourth edge search is here. After that, we place the histogram region here. We can see actually this region is pretty close to the boundary of the part profile. We also have a blob region, which is placed in the dark background. Well, sometimes there are few pixels, white pixels, get into this blob region. That will be okay. It will be passed by this control. The white blob tolerance control is here, and it actually can be adjusted. Now here is setting, it can be as high as 50, as we can see. Actually, we can see from the control here, right? It can be as high as 50 pixels. So, but if sometime there is some kind of interference, like white dots get into this region, then you might want to adjust this blob region easily. But keep in mind, we hope this portion, this bottom portion of the of this blob region to be quite close to the part edge, to the long edge here. And also this portion, which is pretty close to the part profile here. So it's just barely beyond the part profile. So ideally, this blob region is set this way. Otherwise, it could be, there could have some kind of a risk of passing some short condition. So based on this, the part can be inspected. So, there's a pattern inspection, histogram average, and also histogram contrast, and white blob pixels. We actually also have an alternative histogram region. This alternative histogram region is actually set pretty much the same as the first one. Why we need to set an alternative histogram region? This is because this alternative histogram region is actually based on the locating method of the first 3 edge search. So edge 3 is the last, the final one as the reference coordinate system for this alternative histogram region. We have previously talked about the original histogram region, which is based on the result of the fourth edge search here, right? So this alternative histogram search region is based on the result of the third edge search here. So it doesn't involve the fourth the result of the fourth edge search. So this makes an alternative way for passing the part. And if this alternative histogram is passed, it doesn't really need the blob to be controlled in tight tolerance by this one. It doesn't really need. Actually, it can have quite a bit of white blob white pixels getting to this blob area. So it makes parts easier to be passed in some kind of challenging situation or interference in situation. Okay, so that's about the idea behind this program. So actually you can see here is the blob. Let me see. Here's actually the blob control. Hold on. This one actually it's a different one. This is for some empty cavity detection, which we'll talk later on. First of all, let's take a look now each picture. So picture number 2 is like this, pretty similar principle as that of picture number 1. Picture number 3, picture number 4, and now let's go to picture number 1 again, and now let's have a look at another situation of picture number 2. Now this is actually had just happened a couple of days ago. You can see some kind of interference. Actually, this is an air hose getting to the background, and now the blob is failed. The blob is failed, right? So here we can adjust the blob region. Sorry, we should go to inspection number 2. Adjust the blob region. Let's try to minimize. Let's try to minimize the effect of this interference here. You can see my blob search region now narrowed down in this interfered area. Let's see the effect. All right, now actually it still counts 100, more than 100 pixels. And the control is actually 10 pixels, up to 10 pixels here. It should have failed, but however, it didn't fail because the alternative alternative method kicked in because the it's passed by the alternative histogram search. Okay, so it is actually not easy to get the blob into. It is actually, sorry, not so easy to get rid of the interference, right? Now let's try again. Okay, this pretty much aligned now. Let's take a look. Okay, still has 48. Still has 48. Okay, so yeah, but as long as you make this adjustment, it will be passed by the alternative method. But if you don't do any adjustment, it will still be failed because the interference blob is just too big. So, all right. So this one is passed. Let's see. All right. Now let's take a look at the shot situation. I think this one is picture 3. All right. Here is a shot. Let's take a close-up look. See, it's a very tiny shot, and it is caught by the histogram inspection. You see, both white and the black regions are included in this histogram region, and therefore the histogram contrast is reading high, and the histogram average is still okay, right? Average is still pretty much close to 255. So, but it's failed by the contrast, and also it's also failed by the alternative histogram inspection method. Now let's take a look at another shot of cavity 4. Let's take a look. It's similar. We can see, quite a few black pixels is involved in the histogram region, and therefore the histogram contrast is reading high. Okay. All right, and as we have mentioned earlier, we're going to take a look at the empty cavity. So we have had situations that we block 2 cavities and run in 2 cavities only. So there are empty cavity situation. In such case, we use it to just check out all those bypass options, and then bypass the block the cavities. And now we have an algorithm to judge the empty cavity automatically. So actually the principle is here. We put an inspection of empty detection, empty area and empty cavity detection. Here's the blob detection. We put a blob detection region here, and we try to detect how many white pixels exist in this area. And then if the white pixels in this area, if the number of white pixels in this area is small enough, we will judge that there is no part molded in this cavity. Okay. So this is the block for the for this process, for this calculation. And let me see. I think that's about all I'd like to introduce for this one. Thank you, everybody.